Welcome to the deep dive. So, you shared a source with us today that's, well, it's incredibly short.
It is. Deceptively simple, maybe? Langston Hughes' poem, I Too.
Exactly. Foundational stuff. And our mission really in this deep dive is to, get past just reading it and really unpack its core assertion, the imagery, especially that sense of exclusion, and then that really powerful prophetic hope tucked inside just a few lines.
Yeah, it's from 1925, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to see it in that Harlem Renaissance context.
Yeah.
It's not just poetry, it's a statement.
A strategic one.
Absolutely. It works on a couple of levels, I think. It's definitely pushing back against being left out, but it's also this incredibly strong declaration of belonging.
Saying, I'm part of this American song.
Precisely. An essential part. Can't have the song without this voice.
Okay, so let's dive right in. That opening line grabs you immediately. I, too, sing America.
Doesn't it just?
That word, too. I mean, it assumes there's already a song being sung, right? Like Whitman's I Sing America.
Spot on. It's a direct echo, but with a crucial addition. It acknowledges the main chorus, Whitman's, perhaps, but it insists on joining in.
So it's not asking permission.
Not at all.
Mm.
It's claiming a place, a rightful place that's maybe been denied, but is non-negotiable.
Yeah.
It's like saying, you might not have included me, but I'm singing anyway.
It's brilliant, really. He steps right into that established American voice.
He does. He appropriates it, in a way. Whitman's vision was huge, democratic, but, well, maybe overlooked some folks.
Mm.
Hughes doesn't start over. He takes the existing tune and says, here's another singer you need to hear. It frames the whole poem, really. It's an assertion from the get-go.
Okay, so from that bold claim, I sing, he immediately grounds us in the present reality. A painful one.
Yeah, the identity comes next. I am the darker brother.
Why, brother, do you think? It feels significant, familiar.
Oh, absolutely deliberate.
Mm.
Brother forces the issue, doesn't it? It insists on a connection, an inside relationship within the American family.
Not an outsider.
Exactly. He's saying, I'm one of you, which makes the next part even more pointed. You might ignore a stranger, but your own brother.
Sending your brother away feels different. More wrong.
Precisely. And that leads right into the core image of segregation he gives us.
They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes. That hits hard. It's the lived experience.
It really is. It's the visceral, sort of day-to-day reality of being secondary. The company part is key, too.
When the family or the nation wants to look its best.
Right. Put on a good face for outsiders. The uncomfortable parts, the darker brother gets hidden away, out of sight.
The kitchen, it's necessary where the work happens, but not where the honor is. Not at the main table.
Exactly. So you, the listener, you see this tension immediately. He sings America, claims brotherhood, but physically, he's pushed aside.
Necessary, but unworthy of sitting with the guests. That's a sharp contrast.
And it sets up the next crucial move, doesn't it? What actually happens in that kitchen? What's the response to being sent away?
Yeah, because the expectation might be, what? Sadness? Resentment? Just quiet waiting?
Maybe. But that's not what Hughes gives us. There's this immediate pivot, a turning point.
Right, signaled by that single word. But.
Yes.
But I laugh.
And eat well, and grow strong. That's not passive waiting.
Not at all. This is active. It's resistance through self-care almost. Self-nourishment.
He takes the space meant for exclusion.
As it turns it into something else, a place to build himself up. He eats well. He's not starving himself emotionally or physically. He grows strong.
So his strength, his dignity, it's coming from inside. It doesn't depend on them letting him sit at the table.
Exactly. The source of power is internal. It's resilient. Now, that laugh, what do you make of that?
Well, at first you might wonder if it's like just putting a brave face on it, making the best of things.
You could read it that way initially, but look how it's linked.
Laugh
and eat well and grow strong. It feels more defiant, doesn't it?
Yeah, like he sees the absurdity, the temporary nature of the injustice, maybe even laughing at them. I think so. It's not a defeated laugh. It's a laugh that knows something the hosts don't, that his strength is building while they're just worried about appearances.
So the kitchen, meant to diminish him,
becomes his training ground, his place of preparation. He's getting ready.
Fortifying himself, converting that hidden space into, well, a source of power.
Spot on. And that internal strength, that self-sufficiency built in the kitchen, that's what fuels the next part, the future vision.
It's the foundation for the change he predicts. It's not going to be handed to him. It's coming because he grew strong.
Precisely. Internal affirmation leads to external change.
And that change is announced so simply, just one word. Tomorrow.
Boom. Changes everything. The whole timeline shifts.
It signals certainty, right? Not just maybe someday, but tomorrow. Feels inevitable.
Absolutely. It's not a plea, it's a statement of fact.
Yeah.
And look at the action. Tomorrow, I'll be at the table when company comes.
The agency flips completely.
Totally. Before they sent him, now I'll be there. He decides. His presence is happening, driven by his will.
And the consequence of him being there, the whole power dynamic just collapses.
Right. Nobody will dare say to me, eat in the kitchen then.
It becomes unthinkable. The command itself loses its power. His very presence makes it impossible.
Because something fundamental has shifted. And Hughes tells us what it is. It connects back to that internal strength.
How so?
Well, why won't they dare? Because, he says, besides, they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed.
Beautiful and ashamed. That's a fascinating combination. Let's unpack that. Why beautiful?
I don't think it's just physical looks, though that could be part of it. It feels more like intrinsic worth, moral beauty, wholeness, his undeniable humanity finally seen clearly.
The full self that was always there, even in the kitchen, now impossible to ignore.
Exactly. And their response isn't joy or welcome necessarily, it's shame.
Why shame? Why is that the outcome he focuses on?
It's powerful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shame is what happens when you're forced to confront your own wrongdoing, when you see the worth of the person you mistreated.
So their shame is the proof that they finally see him and recognize the injustice.
I think that's it, exactly. It's the mark of his moral victory. Reconciliation, or at least recognition, comes when the dominant group confronts its own failure by seeing the undeniable value, the beauty of the one they excluded.
It strips away any justification they might have had. Seeing his beauty makes their past actions indefensible, thus shame.
Yeah. It's a profound psychological and moral endpoint for the oppressors in the poem.
Which brings us right back around to the beginning, but with a twist. The poem started, I too sing America, participating, adding a voice, but it ends differently, stronger.
It does. The final lines are a definitive claim. I too am America.
From singing it to being it.
Exactly. It transcends just being part of the chorus. It's an assertion of being fundamental to the nation's very identity. Not an addition, not a side note, but core. Indispensable.
So if we pull it all together, what's the core lesson here from Hughes about American identity based on this source?
Well, it seems to be saying a few key things. One, it's shared that brother language insists on that. Two, it must be inclusive. That's the power of I too.
Right.
And three, critically, it's an identity that requires, or perhaps is proven by, internal strength and self-worth. That beauty that eventually forces external recognition. It's almost a roadmap for claiming your place, not just asking for it.
That's a fantastic summary. Such a short poem, but wow, it does so much work.
It really does.
Okay, so quick recap for you, the listener. Key things to hold on to from this deep dive. First, that power of resilience isn't passive, it's active. Laugh and eat well and grow strong. That's deliberate work.
Building strength.
And second, that future justice isn't wishful thinking. It's presented as certain. That word tomorrow, it's coming.
A declaration.
And finally, that powerful shift from contributing to America, sing, to embodying it. A full claim of identity.
And I think the ultimate takeaway for you is how the poem locates the source of that power. It's internal first. The speaker knows he's beautiful and strong while still in the kitchen. The world just has to catch up.
He doesn't need their validation to be strong. Their recognition is just the inevitable result of the strength he's already built.
Precisely. Self-affirmation precedes external acceptance.
So here's a final thought to maybe mull over based on what we've unpacked. If the speaker's power, his ability to eventually claim the table, comes from his time eating well and growing strong in the kitchen, that space designed for his exclusion, what does that suggest about where true resilience comes from when you're trying to claim your seat at any table today?
Interesting.
Whether it's, a corporate boardroom or in politics or just getting your voice heard culturally, is the essential strength still forged in those kitchen moments? The preparation, the self-building that happens away from the spotlight before you even make your claim.
Is the most potent resistance built internally before stepping into the main room? That's definitely something to think about.